Harold Lloyd was an exceptional American comedian, actor, and stunt performer who appeared in many classic silent films. Lloyd, along with Chaplin and Keaton, are considered the three geniuses of film innovation. Lloyd himself made nearly 200 comedies, both silents and talkies, between 1914 and 1947. His horn-rimmed glasses and straw hat are iconic in the world of comedy, and his character was a success-seeking go-getter that perfectly matched the roaring 20s era of the United States of America. His films frequently contained thrill sequences with extended chases and daredevil physical feats. Harold Lloyd hanging off the hands of a clock high above a busy street in the movie Safety Last is considered one of the most enduring images in all of cinema. Now, Harold performed those stunts himself despite having injured himself in a publicity shot where he was holding up a prop comedy bomb to light a cigarette. Well, the bomb was no prop, and it exploded, causing a temporary loss of his eyesight, burns to his face and chest, and the loss of his thumb and index finger on his right hand. But Harold was also a magician from the time he was a kid, and he had a deep and abiding lifelong love of magic. Well, ever the magician, he created a special glove that covered the injury to his hand, and it's almost undetectable on screen. Harold also loved Christmas. His enormous Christmas tree was actually made from 3 huge Douglas fir trees wired together and covered with thousands of his family's ever-growing collection of Christmas ornaments. The presents stayed, and so did the tree, all year long. Many of those presents were gifted to the local magicians who met in Harold's home. The group of Hollywood and Los Angeles magicians meeting in Harold's home eventually became part of how the Magic Castle was started. His love of magic is what brings us together to talk about Harold Lloyd. He created dozens of magic routines that were published for magicians. He has pieces that he created that are in a book called Expert Card Technique. He had a lot of routines that were published in a magic magazine back in the day called The Jinx. So he created all this magic and shared it with the other magicians. So what I'm going to do for you now is a piece of magic created by the one and only Harold Lloyd. So we're going to take the cards, give them a quick shuffle here. There you go. That's the normal way to shuffle. This is the way magicians shuffle. They think it's a big deal. They call that the Hindu shuffle. You've done this. You've just done it from the side. When you grab it by the long sides, you're doing the same thing, but you call it the overhand shuffle. Everybody does that. You're just moving the bottom of the pile to the top. So there we go. Mixed up cards right there. I'm going to spread these out. Now, let's see. Chris.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, since you're not here to actually select the card, which is what Harold would have his participant do, we're just going to do the next best thing. Just say stop anywhere I go across there, anywhere you want.
Stop.
Right there?
Yes.
There? Okay, so again, you're not here, so I'm just going to break this down. There's 3 cards. Which would you like to have? Just so there's some sense of choice there.
That one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to pull that forward again. You're not here, so we'll have to make do. But Harold would have them take the card. I'm going to hold it up and show it to you. I will not look, so you make sure you know your card, okay?
Got it.
There you go. Got it? Okay, I'm going to put that back down. Now, Harold, of course, had only one fully functional hand. And so he created his magic, even expert card technique, to be done with only one hand. And that, lucky me, is his left hand. I am not left-handed. So I'm taking the Harold Lloyd challenge tonight by eliminating my right hand entirely. Hopefully, I'll present to you a very clever piece of magic created by this genius of cinema. All right, so he would put the card on top of the deck. And now, this is where you can tell I've been studying my Harold Lloyd. Watch very closely. There you go. Cards mixed in the deck, right? Let's go. We could even try it again. Yeah, there you go. So a couple of cuts. Harold also would cut the cards out into piles like this, zip, zap, zip, and then put them all back together again. Now, he loved to do this spread. And with one hand, he would spread the cards across the table and turn them over. It was very pretty to watch, but he loved this because he would say, you know, if you're looking closely, you might even see your card out there in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
And Harold said in his writings, he loved it when he could tell someone saw their card, and he could always tell by the little glint in their eye that they'd spotted it. So no one knew where it was, but when they saw it, that made him extra happy. So he would bring up all the cards, and then he would change topics and say, you know, a lot of people wonder why my Christmas tree is up all year long. Well, that's because I believe the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of love, is something to be sought for and welcomed more than just one day a year. We should be looking for that spirit of love and celebrating it every day of the year. And you know, Harold lived through the Depression. He lived through World War II. In fact, he would do these one-handed magic he created. He would show that to veterans who had come home and had lost a limb. And he would say, my whole career has taken place after an injury, so don't let that slow you down. And during the Depression, there might be all kinds of terrible things. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't know where you're going to live. Maybe you're not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. But Harold would say that's why I celebrate Christmas, because the spirit of Christmas will find you, whether you're 1 in 52, like this card you just looked at, or 1 in a billion on planet Earth. If you open your heart, the magic of Christmas, the spirit of Christmas, the love will find you. And I'll prove it to you right now. All right, Chris, on the count of 3, you're going to say the name of the card you looked at out loud. Are you ready? And with any luck at all, I will perform for you what Harold Lloyd called Speedy, named after one of his films. On the count of 3, are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
5 of clubs.
Okay, moment of truth for my left hand. 5 of clubs. There we go.
Bravo. Bravo.
That's for you, Harold. And with my 2 hands, I say thank you very much. And please share that spirit of Christmas by contributing to Souls for Souls tonight. Thank you, Buddy Cass. Thank you, Buddy Aid. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks.